What's up, guys? How's it going? You got Daysha here coming to you live from Amazon, North Dakota with another daily dose with Daysha. And in this episode, I want to actually go over a couple things. The biggest thing is really figuring out what is your intention, right? And the second thing is figuring out what are you going to be replacing with in this new year, right? What things are you going to be taking out and what are you going to be replacing it with in this year? With that being said, make sure you guys start saying hi as soon as you guys start jumping on and let me know where you guys are tuning in from in the comment section below. If you are jumping on the live, drop a hashtag live below. If you are jumping on a replay, drop a hashtag replay and I will give you a shout out right after this video. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh man, we are back. What is up? What is up? Jason says, good morning, Daysha. What is up, Jason? Good morning. Good morning to you as well. Thanks for jumping on here with me today. Happy new year to you guys. Of course, the reason I wanted to jump on this video was first off, it is the new year. But with the new year, I always try to do something new, right? It's the new year. I try to do something new. So this year, I'm actually starting a 75-day challenge. So it's called the 75-day hard, right? It's basically where you work out twice a day, right? You drink a gallon of water, and then you stick to a strict diet for 75 days straight. There is no break days. There is no cheat days, no nothing. You just do it for 75 days straight, and then you're being able to transform yourself for the year. So that's basically what I'm doing. And along with that, I wanted to do 75 days of value for you guys, right? So for 75 days straight, I'm going to be jumping on these live videos with you guys because obviously I'm going to be learning more about myself, which I feel is valuable, right? I feel that's valuable information to know more about yourself because then you can kind of know more about the world around you. So with that value, I wanted to be able to give that to you guys every single day for the next 75 days. So Jason says, hashtag live from New Hampshire. Awesome. Thanks for jumping on here and dropping that below. So the first thing that I want to talk about here with you guys today is actually talking about intention, right? And I know that I've talked about this before. You're probably like, Daysha, I've heard about intentions before. What about it, right? Like, why is it even important? So let's go ahead and go over that. All right. What is your intention and why is it important to have an intention? So really, I feel the biggest reason why it's important to have an intention is because if you don't have an intention, something to look forward to, something to push towards, right? You're going to get bored and you're going to fall into the negative side of boredom. And there's two sides to this here. I'd say negative side for a reason. Jenny says, Happy New Year. What is up, Jenny? Happy New Year. Thanks for jumping on here for day number 1 of my 75 days of value. I appreciate you so much. So what is your intention? Why is it important? It's important because you don't want to fall into the negative side of boredom. And I say negative side because there are two sides of boredom, right? And that seems kind of crazy, right? Like boredom is sometimes said to be the root of all evil, right? There was a philosopher that said boredom is the root of all evil. But he also said it's very curious that boredom, which itself has such a calm and sedate nature, can have such a capacity to initiate motion, right? Yes, boredom can be the root of all evil, right? If the energy is directed in that way. But boredom can also be the root of creativity and some of the most amazing things that get created inside of this world. Caitlin says, hey, I tried to catch you earlier. Happy New Year. I know my freaking phone died right on my live video, so I wasn't even able to finish it. It didn't post at all. So that sucks. That's why I'm on the video here today. So I appreciate you jumping back on here. Happy New Year. Hope you and the family had a great day. So we don't want to fall into the negative side of boredom again. Right. So with the negative side, there's a negative side and a good side. Right. And we've all had it. All right. I'm sure if you think about it right now, you've had that point where you get really, really bored and you kind of get frustrated. Right. I remember when I would get bored, I would fall into like anger. Right. Boredom can be the root of evil if you allow yourself to fall into that. But that's why we need to be able to have an intention. Right. When you start out the year with an intention of what it is that you want to do for yourself, right? You're not going to fall into that negative side of boredom, right? There's not a way for you to because you're already directing your energy into the positive way, right? Into the motion of getting things done, right? I find that sometimes when I get bored, like driving, right? I love being able to drive. We were gone for an entire month this last vacation and we were driving for 12 hours at a time, 9 hours at a time, 8 hours at a time. It was awesome. right? And at first I get kind of frustrated. I'm like getting kind of bored. Man, I'm seeing the same things over and over again. It kind of sucks. But then I start getting super creative, right? Because I have an intention. Okay, what do I want to think about right now? I have 8.5 hours before I'm going to be at my destination. What do I want to think about during this time? When I set an intention, the gears in my mind start shifting more than I can even tell you guys. Seriously, it really starts like turning the gears within my mind to the point where I start coming up with massive ideas. I have to call some of my friends and my partners sometimes because I'm like, dude, I just got this idea. We got to be able to do this here in the next few months for our business, whatever it may be, right? But without the intention, you will fall into the negative side. Does this make sense? Let me know below, guys. Does this make sense? I want to make sure that it is making sense and coming across clear with this message. Caitlin says, yes, net time. Yes, no extra time. I love that, love that, love that. So that's the first thing, right? That's the first thing that I wanted to talk about is what is our intention? The second thing is I wanted to talk about kind of replacing things inside of our life. Caitlin says, yes, you have to go brain dumb on some paper. That is a really good way of putting it. I like that, Caitlin. Thank you for dropping that below. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about is replacing things, right? Because we need to remove things inside of our life, right? It's just a natural thing that comes with change, right? It's a natural thing that comes with growth. When you are changing, when you are trying to better yourself in the world, you have to remove some aspects, whether that be some people, whether that be some I don't know, business ventures that you're doing, whether that be habits inside of your life that you're trying to do, whatever that may be, you have to remove things inside of your life. But you can't just leave that hole empty, right? You can't just leave that hole empty. If you are going to remove something from your life, you have to replace it with something else. It's just like a computer, right? Our bodies, our minds, they're really like just a computer, right? And if you're working with a computer, if you take a component out of that computer, it's not going to run, right? You have to be able to replace it with a newer version of that component, right? A newer piece of technology, whatever it is that you're replacing it with for it to function again. Our bodies are the same way, right? Because if not, then we're going to fall into kind of just letting our bodies run us instead of us running our bodies. Caitlin says, my hands are tied in the dishes, but I hear you, girl, always sharing some golden nuggets. I appreciate that. Thank you, Caitlin. So what do we do? How do we know what to take out? How do we know what to replace and when, right? So first off, again, going back, we have to set an intention. So before you do anything else throughout the day, after this video, please, or Caitlin, after you get done doing the dishes, right? After you get done doing whatever it is that you are doing right now, right? If you're driving, please don't try to take out a pen and a piece of paper. I want you to take 5 minutes today, right? I want you to do a physical action, right? I don't want you to do it for anybody else, not your family, not even for me, not because I'm telling you to do it, but I want you to do this for yourself. I want you to take out a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to write down, what is my 12-month goal? That's it. What is my 12-month goal? And I don't want you to think that it has to be anything, right? I don't even want you to try to really think about it, right? I know that's going to be crazy, but do like Caitlin said here. How did you phrase it here, Caitlin? Brain dumb. I want you to go brain dumb for just a moment. And I want you to allow yourself to just write. So write down the question, what is my 12-month goal? And then go brain dumb for a second, right? And just allow yourself to write. Allow yourself to allow whatever it is to flow, right? Just take 5 minutes today. That's not any amount of time that's really going to take any like really big impact out of your day, right? And this is something that's going to be better for you, bettering your life. So take 5 minutes, write down the question, and allow yourself to just write down what it is that you want, right? Based off of that, now you want to look at your own life, right? Take 2 minutes, write that down, allow yourself to write. And the extra 3 minutes, you want to start asking yourself, what things do I have in my life right now that do not align with my 12-month goal? Because at the end of this year, I know that I am going to be in South Africa, right? I'm going to be able to hopefully be setting up a US office for the company that I am with now. I'll be able to finally in person be able to meet the owners. I've already met them, interviewed them, all of that, but I want to be able to be in that position where I'm fully immersed and connected inside of that company. And I know that I'm going to do that. But there are things inside of my life that don't align with that, right? Some people don't support me on that journey. They think that I'm crazy for even wanting to go towards that. right? So if that's the case, I'm going to have to remove them. It's not that I'm wanting to completely throw them out of my life, right? But I need to remove them so that I can replace them with someone who is going to support me, who is going to help me with getting to that goal better, right? Some of the habits that I do. One of the things that I do, guys, I'm not perfect, right? Nobody is perfect, especially me. One of the things that I do that's a habit for me is I'll fall into these kind of like roller coasters or self-sabotage, right? So I'm doing really, really good, right? I'm getting a lot of people on my team. I'm doing really great with trainings. Then all of a sudden, boom, I fall into self-sabotage. I start not doing my work anymore. I start sleeping in 24/7. I start not getting on phone calls, like just crazy nonsense, right? Stuff that doesn't serve me, right? That's one of the habits that I now need to take out. And instead, what I am going to do is instead of taking a whole week to try to recoup with myself, I'm going to give myself a day, right? I'm going to give myself a day to just resettle, recoup, right? And now that's a better habit for me. If I just take one day and then re-go at it with my action step to be able to get to that 12-month goal, I'm solid, right? It's not that I'm just taking something out, I'm replacing it with something that does serve me on that goal, right? So what is your intention? Again, take 5 minutes today to write down what is your 12-month goal, and then ask yourself, what is it inside of my life that does not serve me, that does not serve that 12-month goal? And then what can I replace those things with, right? I don't even want you to really use the word remove. I want you to use the word replace. What can I replace those things, those habits, those people, those whatever with, right? So that's basically it, guys. I just want to take a few minutes to jump on here with you guys. It actually went longer than I was expecting it to. I swear, when I'm on the computer, I just start rolling with my words and I just can't stop. I love being on here with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off now. Just a reminder, if you guys want to learn about crypto, if you guys want to start investing and earning daily passive income without having to do any type of recruiting, any type of work, you just throw your money in, let them do the trading for you. Go ahead and join my A&D crypto group. I will tag it in the description above, or reach out to me personally. I'll go ahead and add you into the group. It'll give you all the information that you need. Make sure to add me on my YouTube channel. Just type in Daysha Hanks or Daily Dose with Daysha. It'll pop up there straight for you. Hit that subscribe button, and that way you can see my daily dose starting again up this Monday. Super stoked for you guys to be able to start seeing the new things that are coming out. So questions, comments, concerns, make sure to reach out to me. Have a happy new year, guys. Get in the right state of mind, and let's go ahead and rock this new year out. Bye for now.